This is Klopfanstein, and you're in the hot seat on a Media Monday. Hey everyone, welcome to the hot seat on this Media Monday. I'm Ron Klopfanstein. This week, creativity takes many forms, from the theater to technology to music, art, but it's all about self-expression. Coming up, autistic brothers Justin and Ryan joined their mom Christine for a very personal conversation about their very different experiences on the autism spectrum. Later, returning guest James Nason will share the latest on Robojango and technology. Howard Peters will also return to preview the Utica Royalties talent show happening this Saturday. I'm excited to be one of the judges. We're also going to meet three actors, bringing a hilarious battle of wills to the stage in DramaSphere's production of Ripcord. But first, music, art, community, and self-expression came together this past weekend at Something Wicked. The two-day festival featured performers, artists, vendors, and people celebrating their freedom to be themselves. Photojournalist and AI content producer Jim Hale and I were there, and we have this report. I'm Ron Klopfanstein at Something Wicked, a two-day festival of music, art, and community. I'm with Taylor and Josh, are the organizers of today's event. What is today's event?
It's called Something Wicked.
And what's Something Wicked about?
It's honestly about community and bringing people together and giving acts a stage that may not have had a chance to really perform in the area, or may not have had a chance really at all to perform in general.
There's something I think like cool and like there's something I think like healthy about exploring like the dark side of things and having fun with that, like with the whole idea of memento mori and like that.
Exactly.
Can you speak to that a bit?
Yeah, I always find beauty in death. So in death, I mean like dark things and stuff like that.
The macabre.
Anything like that. I'm a very big into all sorts of things, the tattoos and the macabre in general. And you know, there's beauty in everything, and to shed light on the things that that we have cultivated here. So it's not about the darkness, it's not about light, it's not about anything. It's about everyone coming together and really of all walks of life, genres, people in general, and showing the world and showing people, even in this area right now, that you don't have to be a certain person or a certain act or anything like that to be accepted.
Teresa is a tattoo artist with Nevermore Collective in Whitesboro. I asked her what some of the designs on her arm symbolized. Mm-hmm. So I see, like, from our radio listeners here, I see bats, and I see a skeleton. And this one, is it a raven or some kind of?
Yeah, it's a raven. It's cover-up work, honestly. That's still like a work in progress, this whole sleeve. So are you drawn to that sort of aesthetic, like the skulls, kind of like the playing around like with the idea of darkness and death, Yeah, absolutely. Kind of like that memento mori vibe that we all eventually pass away.
Desiree was offering piercing as Something Wicked. I asked her how that fit into the overall vibe.
Well, I think that it brings individuality to people. Piercings and tattoos make an individual. Everybody's different. And I think that bringing this is just an opportunity to help people become individualized.
I'm with Jennifer and Jessica Lawrence. They are Ophelia's Looking Glass, and you guys just got off stage. Tell me about your performance, your song.
Yeah, we ended with The Weight of the World and Brave New World. That's like a spoken word outro that we do a lot of our shows. It's very empowering. It's also influenced by the book Brave New World as well.
What is the message behind that song?
About just being true to yourself, and not letting anyone make you feel ashamed of who you are. Being proud of who you are and of being unique and your own individual person or experience. You know what I mean?
It's cathartic.
You don't feel like you're not alone.
And I think that's what this whole event was about, you know, having music. Music connects people, music is universal. You know, I think this festival was about community and everyone coming together and just embracing their originality, their uniqueness.
Look at this, Silly Sam's balloon animals. Who's Silly Sam?
I am
Is
Silly
that you?
Sam.
You're Silly
That is
Sam?
me.
Silly Sam, I would love one of these balloon animals. What can you make me? What's really cool that would fit with the something wicked aesthetic going on here?
I got just the thing for you.
Okay.
Would you like a dinosaur?
Oh my gosh, I would love a dinosaur.
Pretty
What could be more
wicked,
cool
right?
than a dinosaur?
Exactly. What color would you like?
Well, you know what? Let's go with the traditional green because that
Got it.
seems like what dinosaurs usually are.
Can't go wrong with green.
So you can't go wrong with green. What's the vibe like here?
Vibe
Oh,
like?
it's been lovely. Everyone here is so nice.
And very welcoming environment.
Very
Like, you know, come as you are.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Look at this. It's a dinosaur.
Would you like a little face on it
Oh my,
too?
of course. I want the whole thing. I want the works.
Yeah. It gives them personality.
Oh,
and
the
it,
Sharpie.
it doesn't come to life until it's in your hands.
Oh, okay. Well,
That
I'll be
way,
careful.
if it pops, it
one
wasn't
gets hurt.
alive to begin with.
At the next booth over, Mackenzie was having her face painted by Brienne. I asked Brienne how face painting fit into the Something Wicked aesthetic.
Yeah, I think you know, it's a little more alternative here, and I think it's a good place to express yourself and be exactly who you are. And if you want to go all out and do your face paint, then you totally can here.
I met this cool kid, Eli, here at Something Wicked. So, Eli, what are you doing here today?
I am having fun.
You're having fun? Doing what? What are you doing here?
I am playing around and I'm also playing with Wes.
I hear some music here. Taser, have you listened to some music?
Yeah.
You got your face painted too. How did that go?
Oh, it was good.
So what did you get painted on your face?
Oh, the face?
Yeah.
It's a skull half face.
Oh, cool. At Something Wicked, local bands, local artists, and local enthusiasts came together to celebrate not just art and music, but individuality and expression. At Something Wicked, I'm Ron Klopfanstein for 95.5 FM, The Heat. We'll have that story online Tuesday at 9 p.m. on my YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook accounts. The entire episode will be online Wednesday at 9 p.m. at uticaphoenix.net/Media Monday. Our first guests are starring in a comedy about two very different women who become roommates in a senior living facility. In David Lindsay-Abaire's Ripcord, Abby wants a private room. Marilyn refuses to be pushed out. What begins as a clash of personalities turns into an escalating contest of pranks, challenges, and unexpected revelations. Suzanne Rodio, the founder, plays Abby. The founder of the organization plays Abby. Denise Morganti plays Marilyn, and Gaetano Fornino plays Scotty, the employee who's caught between them. They're all here tonight in the Hot Seat Media Monday studio. Well, welcome to the studio, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Suzanne, let's start with you. What is your organization that you founded?
DramaSphere Theatricals is a theatrical. I started out doing workshops, and my goal was really to bring different kind of theater. I did some historical pieces, bringing it out into the community. Maybe things you don't necessarily see in the other community theaters, or something different.
Yeah. So how did Ripcord come to your attention? What was it about that you wanted to do it?
Well, what I really liked about Ripcord is the relationships. I really like plays that really concentrate on relationships and change and how it really affects people. One of my big sayings is get out of your comfort zone, and that's a big theme here. Get out of your comfort zone. Don't be afraid to jump, pull the ripcord, get out and live life. So that is really what drew me to it. When I read it, I just thought of Denise and I. That's us, you know.
Denise, what did the play say to you?
Oh,
in the character.
Exactly what Suzanne just said. This is us. We've been friends for a long time, and we go back and forth all the time with things, and all the lines in the show talk about people going back and forth, but yeah, underneath, the relationship is strong and unbreakable and very meaningful, and that's us. We've been such good friends for such a long time, and people have even said to us, how long have you known each other? You know, and the first time it had only been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So this play really touched on us, and I had a parent who was in assisted living, and so I really can relate to what goes on.
Yeah. What does this play say to people about not just friendship, but aging?
That when you age, life isn't over. There's a lot left to do out there, and you should get out and do it.
And that's kind of what you're doing. You're in Las Vegas now. You're acting. What was it like to like really pursue that, to really go for that? It must have been really exciting.
You mean when I was out there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well, when I got out there, my kids live out there, so that's why I moved. And I had done theater here since I was 7. So I thought, oh, theater's over for me. You know, I don't know anyone out there. And then I thought, well, you know what? Got to get out of my comfort zone.
Pull that ripcord, baby.
Ripcord. So I went to an audition just to see, well, meet some new people, if nothing else. And I got the part.
Yeah.
And so then I've been acting ever since, and I've made a whole new theater family out there, and it's been great.
What was it like to like restart your career as an actress? Like out there with all new people, all new community that didn't know you. What was it like to start over?
It was nerve-wracking. It really was. You don't know. Here, when you audition for a play, you usually know half the people that are auditioning.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you've been in a show with them before. And there I knew no one, not one person. And so I was nervous, and I thought, well, you know what? You're not going to get this part because there were a million women auditioning for this part. But you've made, you know, you got your foot in the door, you know where this is, you can start looking around. And a couple of days later, they called and said, do you want the part? And I literally screamed out loud and said, of course I do. And then just kept going. Then people tell you about other things that are going on, and you just
How is it different to be acting out there with a whole new community than to be acting here with people that you've known for years and years and years? How is that a different experience?
The theater family here is smaller because it's not as big an area.
So true, yeah.
Out there are a lot of people auditioning, but you have a lot more opportunities. And since I've been back, I've been here for a month doing this show, and there has been a lot of theater going on here, more so than when I left 3 years ago.
There is a lot of theater going on.
I was really impressed with that.
Exciting.
So, and I was very happy to hear that. But out there, there's even more. There's always something somewhere going on. So the amount of shows, the amount of people auditioning, it's just so much larger.
It must be. Suzanne, what's it like to be playing a character, playing out a relationship with somebody who you're friends with through many years, playing with somebody who you're already friends with, playing a character who's friends, but like your relationship on stage is different than your real relationship. What is it like?
Well, we've done a couple shows together, and it really, you have to embody the character. You have to get into that character's head, where they're coming from, their backstory, how they feel about the other person.
Yeah.
I think the difference is when it's somebody that you know and that you're friends with, you put a lot of that aside, but you also draw up on it.
Right,
because
it must be a hard balance.
Yeah, we do banter a lot.
Yeah,
You know, we banter a lot. We have fun, that kind of thing. So that helps in the situation. But you do have to put a lot of it aside and get into your character and not be yourself.
Because like you're kind of relating to the world as a different person when you're a character. Then you're relating to the other character, but also you're relating to your friend who's playing another character, who's themselves being in a different. All these layers here. Gaetano, so you're kind of in the middle of all of this. So tell us about your character and how do you figure into this show?
So my character in the show is about a 20 to 30-year-old resident aide who's working at the retirement home, and my job is to just check on everyone, give them their medication, make sure everything's running smoothly, and in this room it's doing everything but that. So my job is kind of to be the mediator between this new relationship that is formed with the moving of Marilyn into Abby's room and kind of kind of check in on that and make sure that it's all smoothly.
How do you prepare for that character?
So it's interesting because growing up, I would consider myself not the mediator, even though I'm the middle child in my household. I do anything but mediate. I always love instigating and picking aside and getting into all the fun that's going on. So it's been interesting for me to be that mediator now and to be that kind of common ground. So it's been definitely very fun.
So when people come to see this show, Gaetano, let me ask you, what is like some of your most proudest moments as an actor in this performance? Like what are some things people should really look for?
For me personally, a proud moment is honestly just working with the cast that we have and working with everyone, because growing up, a majority of my plays and my experience came from high school. So when you do a high school show, everyone's in the same age group. This is one of my first times where I've acted with people outside of my age group, and it's definitely taught me a lot, and some things that I'm going to take forward.
What did it teach you?
It taught me experience. It taught me, just a different type of acting, because a bunch of my acting has been in musicals. And this one is just straight acting. So it's been interesting to see how they prepare for that, and preparation is a big part of it too.
Which is easier for you, to do a musical or like a what do you call it, a straight play? Just a drama play? Yeah.
So I've done way more musicals in my time, and I love singing.
So this was kind of a stretch.
This is kind of an interesting one for me. I did one right before this too. I'm a student at Hamilton College, and I was in The Underlying Chris there, which is also just a play. So that was my first experience with it, and then I'm taking that into this also, but I would say majority has been through musicals, so that's what I'm more accustomed to.
So it's great you're going to try this out, this dramatic part here. So, and it's comic too as well. It's a comedy drama too, right?
He's funny. He's great.
I'll bet he is. DramaSphere's Ripcord will be presented at Grace Church, 6th Elizabeth Street in Utica. Enter from the Devereaux side. Performances are Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. with a Sunday matinee at 2 p.m. Tickets are $20 and are available through DramaSphere's Facebook and Instagram pages or at dramasphere.ludus.com. dramasphere.ludus.com. You can also get your tickets at the door. We're going to continue our conversation with Suzanne, Denise, and Gaetano in the next segment. But first, we're going to hear from two autistic brothers and their mother about how differently autism can shape people's lives. I'm Ron Klopfanstein, and you're in the hot seat on a Media Monday. I'll have more after the break. Welcome back to the hot seat on this Media Monday. I'm Ron Klopfanstein. Autism spectrum disorder is a developmental disability caused by differences in the brain. It can affect communication, social interaction, behavior, learning, movement, and attention. It is called a spectrum because autism can look and feel very different from one person to another. Autistic people can have very different strengths, communication styles, sensory experiences, and support needs. I spoke with adult brothers Justin and Ryan, who are both autistic but experience the world in very different ways, and with their mother Christine. Together, they offer an honest look at autism, family, anxiety, sensory overload, and the importance of understanding each person as an individual. Here's our conversation. I want to ask you, what is it that you want people to know about your life, your experience being autistic?
Well, I having autism sometimes may be a tough deal to deal with sometimes, but I just know that if I have coping skills and I know that when the time is right, that I can, literally tell people what's going on.
What does it feel like to be autistic? There is no single answer. Brothers Justin and Ryan experience autism in very different ways. Their mother Christine raised 3 autistic sons. They invited me into their home to talk about anxiety, sensory overload, communication, coping skills, and what they wish more people understood.
I mean, I didn't understand sarcasm till I was probably 15, 16.
I've heard that. What was that like for you, like at school, until you were 15 and 16? What was it like for you just being alive?
Very awkward most of the time. I also kind of agoraphobic. I don't like large crowds of people. even still, I mean, I've overcome a lot of it, but when I'm at school and stuff, because I do IT there, bell rings, I find a classroom or something to duck into out of the way.
Because of the crowd in the hallways and stuff.
Yeah, too much.
Too much stimuli.
Like making friends and stuff, approaching people, being outgoing, it doesn't come as easy. Kind of feel like I have to budget my social energy almost for things, and doesn't. And I fall into a routine, and then when that routine is broken, I don't function well. Like, I work in the tech department, so thankfully there's a limited number of people that I have to interact with.
True, yeah. IT guys can sometimes be a little bit of their own.
You know, I do have to go into the classrooms, but it's usually the teachers will continue teaching their lessons. I'll go fix the computer.
Yeah.
They say thank you, and I go on my way.
Right.
And but a lot of it is just
it feels like
it's draining. Yeah. I have, and it took me until my late 20s to be able to not have issues where I just couldn't go out that day. I couldn't leave the house.
Justin also experiences a delay between hearing someone speak and processing what was said. That can affect a conversation.
I hear something, but I don't hear it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like there's a delay between the time it's hurt. Like sometimes I'll interrupt. A lot of times it's not intentionally. I know it drives people crazy sometimes. But I just didn't realize you're still talking, or that you started talking until after I've already started talking.
Sort of like a delay?
Yeah.
Like a time delay, kind of.
Yeah, like if you know the audio on your YouTube video lags.
Yep.
Kind of like that.
Ask you like about, say, a particular situation. Like, say if you're going into a busy store, like you've never been into before, a busy store, and you have to, say, return something.
Earbuds.
So earbuds help? Yeah.
Earbuds with an audiobook, or having somebody with me.
What does it do for you?
Kind of removes me a bit from the situation, gives me something else to focus on.
Yeah.
Now I can go into stores without it. Not as comfortable.
Yeah. Ryan's experience is very different. One of his greatest fears involves medical tables that move unexpectedly underneath.
What is it like for you?
Well, I have my stuff that I'm scared of, and I have some stuff I'm not afraid of.
What are some things you're afraid of?
Well, like tables that move.
Like a table that moves?
Yeah, you know, like X-ray tables and MRI tables.
Oh, okay. Yep.
CAT-scan tables and anything that moves, sorta. Like for instance, if they try to get me to go on an MRI table or CAT-scan, I get scared.
Yeah. Do you ever go to like fast food places to eat, like McDonald's or Burger King or Taco Bell or Wendy's?
Yeah, I do.
What is it like for you in a fast food place?
Good. Doesn't bother me.
So that's okay. That doesn't cause you anxiety?
No.
What about shopping, like at a store?
Yeah, only two things.
What? Two things?
When I'm in Walmart, I'm on a riding cart because I get afraid.
Yeah. What do you have? Is there any particular thing you can think of that you're afraid of at Walmart, or is it just like an overall feeling of fear and anxiety?
Just open spots and stuff.
Big
open
the size
spots.
Of the store.
Yeah. But Ryan's life is about much more than fear. Music is one of the things that brings him happiness.
What sorts of things do you enjoy doing?
Well, I enjoy being home, hanging out with the beautiful mom I have right here. and I planned on. I like to play some music for people. I like to play some old 70s and 80s. And
I like that
music.
too.
I have a playlist on my YouTube Premium there. My brother set up for me.
Hey, good for you.
And I have a playlist that I created on my own. Which I like doing now.
Do you ever have people that act as if like the way that you're behaving when you're stressed out, when you're anxious, that's just an act and something that you could just stop doing?
I had that a bunch of times.
What is that like? What do people say or look at you like? What do people do to let you know that they need to learn more about being on the spectrum?
Well, first off, I think they should go back to school, in my opinion. Secondly, they should watch some videos like I've been watching because I learned.
Christine says raising 3 autistic sons taught her the importance of patience, education, and advocacy, and the importance of listening when an autistic person explains what they need.
What do you want people to know?
I want you to know to keep advocating, to be aware, to be inclusive. Look at these things, watch your kids' development, advocate for them. You do not have to accept unacceptable behavior when it comes to your kids. You do not have to accept them being in the wrong program, or if they need an 8 to 1-to-1 because it's smaller, then they shouldn't be put in a 12 to 1-to-1. Or if they need a UCP program because it's more sufficient, then it should be paid for and you should not have to fight, but you do. You have to go to your IEP meetings. You have to advocate for yourself. You have to know the special needs laws. Unfortunately, it's like being a lawyer, but keep educating the kids. And the world is a better place. Keep educating yourselves, the teachers, the police, all the people that deal with these people. And please, be kind. Be kind, folks.
Justin and Ryan show us why there is no single way that autism looks or feels. Their experiences and support needs are different, but their message is shared. Learn, listen, and recognize how anxiety or sensory overload can shape the way someone responds to the world around them. In Rome, I'm Ron Klopfanstein for 95.5 FM, The Heat.
Thank you to Justin, Ryan, and Christine for sharing your stories with us. We're going to have that story online Tuesday at 9 p.m. on my YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook accounts. Now, let's return to our conversation with Suzanne Rodio, Denise Morganti, and Gaetano Fornino about DramaSphere's production of Ripcord. So Ripcord is coming out this weekend, right?
Yes. Yes.
What's your favorite part of the play? When you're doing the play, you're acting the play, you know, you've done it so many times now, rehearse. What's the part that you still feel like has a bit of an edge? Like you really feel it, or like you really feel like this is like this line, this scene, this is really something else. I'm on fire in this.
Go ahead. I like when it comes to a head between us, and it's. I can't give out a lot of information.
No spoilers, but
because you're all going to come and see it. But it comes to almost a breaking point, and I think that's really important to me that we kind of break through our walls.
Yeah, I like, as far as my part. Specifically, I like the arc where I start and where I end, and in the process through this show, because I change a lot. A lot of things get to me. I have a wall built up, and throughout the show, that wall crumbles. So it's that process of it crumbling that really hits me.
What did you guys learn from doing this play about friendship, about humanity, about perseverance, about aging?
I could start.
What did you learn? Because you're the youngest one here.
Yeah.
Like, and you've been working on this play for a few weeks. We've not really immersed in this. What did this show you about? What do you feel like you know more now about aging, or about the age group, perhaps, than you did beforehand?
I think one thing that it's taught me is, even though I am the youngest in the cast, it's that don't build your walls up. Don't get into your own patterns. There's still a lot of life ahead, hopefully, and then obviously take everything as it comes to you and be open to new experiences.
I like that.
Yeah, you get old. I mean, that's biology. You get old, but you don't have to be old. You can still stay young inside, and you can still take part in life and open your eyes and see the view and appreciate the moment. And that's a message for everyone, no matter what age they are.
And I think being in a theater family, whether it was here in this area or where I am right now, you are friends with people that are much older than you, your same age, and like Gaetano, much younger than I am.
But we're going to adopt him into our family. Everybody wants to adopt him.
Oh my God, absolutely. And you learn how to look at everybody else's viewpoint, and you become a family, and the age doesn't matter anymore. You know, I have friends that are in their 80s and friends that are much younger. And it's all just, you're all people. You all connect with each other.
That's what art does, and storytelling and theater, you know, it's what it's all about.
And my character specifically, the learning piece of that is to be vulnerable, to let that wall down, because, you know, you build those walls so you don't get hurt. You want to keep things out. But if you don't let the good stuff in, you miss so much. So don't miss out on life.
And that's kind of a universal message for every age. Yeah.
That's why this show is for everyone. Even though it concentrates on 2 old women, it's really for everyone.
Well, I think it's good to get people to like realize and to think like that. That, you know, art forms and you know, and entertainment stories and stuff can be about people who are older, but don't shut them out, because it's interesting too. And it's like,
that's
you know,
right. And it's so true that many people do shut out older people. They have experiences and their life has been so full, and now all of a sudden some people don't want to be with them or don't give them the credit for all the life that they've lived. And I think this shows that there is life there. Marilyn doesn't want to let Abby shut down, and she's determined to break through. And I've done a couple of other shows where I played a much older woman even than this character, and people afterwards said, you know, you made me really think about that, about how much is still left in life, how much you can learn from someone that's older, and that's important.
Wow, I really love that. So tell me one more time, where can you go see this play? Where do people get the tickets from? When, where, how?
Yeah, we'll be at Grace Church on Elizabeth Street. Use the Devereaux X entrance to get in. It's at 7 o'clock on Friday and Saturday, August, what are the dates? 14th and 15th.
I'm bad with numbers.
I know. And Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Sunday at 2 o'clock.
I'm sorry, Sunday at 2 o'clock. Let me do that again. Let me
do
say
that again. So we got Friday and
Saturday, August 14th and 15th at 7. Sunday matinee at 2 o'clock. And tickets are $20, and you can buy them on DramaSphere Theatrical's Facebook page or Instagram. You can also get them at the door, or go right to dramasphere.ludus.com.
Great. Well, that sounds good. Well, thank you. Now, have I been saying your name right? Suzanne Rodio?
Rodio.
Rodio. So have I been saying like that? Because I always say things wrong. Suzanne Rodio, Denise Morganti, and Gaetano Fornino, thank you for being here. Ripcord will be at Grace Church in Utica on Friday, Saturday, 7 p.m., Sunday at 2 p.m. Tickets again, dramasphere.ludus.com. Coming up, James Nason joins me to discuss Robojango, remember him, the android, and technology, and Howard Peters will be here to preview this Saturday's Utica Royalties Talent Show. I'm Ron Klopfanstein, and you're in the hot seat on a Media Monday. I'll have more after the break. Hey everyone, welcome back to the hot seat on this Media Monday. I'm Ron Klopfanstein. Our next 2 guests have joined us before, and they're back to discuss technology, creativity, local talent. James Nason is the creator of Robojango. He returns today to share the latest on the project and talk about technology and the ways it's changing our world. Howard Peters is a familiar voice on our show and the founder and executive director of Utica Royalties. She's here to preview the Utica Royalties talent show happening this Sunday, not Saturday. Performers will have the opportunity to share their talents with the community, and I'm going to be one of the judges. James and Howell, welcome back to Hot Seat Media Monday.
Thank you. Welcome, Ron.
Thank you, Ron.
Howell, let's start with you. Get it across. When is the talent show?
This Sunday. So originally it was Saturday, but the date has changed to Sunday. The time is still the same, 5 to 7
5 to
at
7.
730 Broadway.
So if people come to it, like, what will they see? What kind of acts?
Any kind of act, any kind of talent. Last year we had a tap dancer who won the prize, $250. So we don't know who's going to win this time. I mean, any type of talent is welcome.
There's lots of, in the past there have been people who sing.
Yes, singing, poetry. And I also want to make something clear, because a lot of people think it's only for kids. It's not.
Right,
it's
all
for
ages,
any ages. All ages come and get that $250.
Well, I hope Big Grizzly is going to be there again. One of my favorite performers. So
yes.
Big Grizzly, if you're hearing this now, you got to be at that show, because you always do such a good job.
He does an amazing job, and as always, the winner gets to perform with us at the New York State Fair. And this year talent show would not be possible without our friends, partner from Bank of Utica, always sponsoring that event.
Yeah.
And also Hannah Ford on Mohawk Street.
Wow.
And I also want to give a big shout out to the Utica Center for Development for always just being there.
Being such a supporter for you guys.
It's just so amazing, so amazing. So thank you guys.
Yeah, and I'm going to be one of the judges.
Yes, I'm excited.
That's exciting. That's really exciting.
That's a conflict of interest.
No, it's not, because I have no talent, so I'm the perfect judge. I have my podcast talent. That's my talent, producing. So James, how is that robot coming along? Robojango, what has he been up to? You gave me this great big paper here, all this cool stuff to talk about. What does it all mean? Like, what is it all about? What does it mean to be talented, or to have talent, to be a human, to be alive?
Well, now that question goes to philosophy, and when you're in younger, you hear all about Freud and things like that, and how he's everything's a knowledge library stored in a closet. But later on in years, if you study other things like Taoism and Hinduism and different religions and cultures and philosophies, two that really stick with me that have worked for me and are good for youth are like the 5 rings and also the Stoicism philosophy.
What is that? I've never heard of it.
And what it basically says is life's going to be hard, and it is. So just accept it. And there's no time for complaining, because it's just going to beat you all day long. So rather than letting it beat you, you get up and you just be at it all day instead. So everything that drives you down for the day, you take your hammer and your shield and you fight back against it, no matter what. So if you have a routine, these people are like super successful, like the Godkin guy who's like that super athlete, or Joe Rogan. You see what they do in the morning. They're up at like 5 o'clock. The first thing they do is they jump into the cold water and then into the hot sauna, and they get themselves stimulated, and then they go run or they do something, and they have that routine.
Yeah.
And that routine, as long as they stick to the routine and it fits within what they want to do in their life, you won't fail at it, because you're always trying to climb that mountain.
Yeah,
and some days you'll walk up 3 or 4 steps and you'll stumble and you'll fall back. If you keep on doing it. Right. So the point is, even when you're sick and you're feeling undone, you'll just do 5 minutes of all activities. Don't quit. Still make your bed.
Yeah.
May not make it perfect, but do it 90%. Still, if you sing during the day and do deep breathing, still do that during the day.
So like
and struggle and fight. It's like discipline.
So what do you think about that? Just jump right in there.
I really think that's amazing. I mean, that is just something great to live through life, especially for our young ones. They need to know that now, because life is rough and it's tough. And at Utica Royalty, what we do, we work with our kids for mental health. We have emotional check-ins, how do you feel today? So kind of work through that, and just, saying, hey, you can't give up, you have to keep going. So that's amazing.
Yeah, this a lot came from my son, because he was a troubled student. He was really intelligent, but just got in the wrong crowd, because he got ostracized for his intelligence, and he had no friends. And then your social group, when you're an outsider as a kid, the easiest ones to get associated with are those that are doing bad things. They'll take you in, not because you're a friend. They'll bring you in a group because they want to use you as their means to get ahead for themselves. And it takes kids a long time. They're in a social group, and you got to give them a little credit for that, because they are bonding, they are learning the rules of society. but eventually they got to break out of that clique and step away from it. But you got to have friendships. Because when my kid was going to school and I told the teacher that he was friends with certain kids, their eyes just went. I don't care how bad of a kid that kid was, they were still friends.
Yeah.
And they're both successful today because their friendship, both adversity and their adversity with each other became strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just got to pound through it. And I saw so many disheartened kids, so many disillusioned kids, so many kids not being able to find a path. And I'm like, well, maybe I can provide a path for them.
How do you get them to like even look for that path? Because both of you work with kids, and I do too. Like, how do you get them to realize there's another way? That
dream and inspire. Sorry for cutting that off.
No, I mean,
it's like the biggest thing. Yeah. If you can get a kid to dream, if they watch basketball and their dad or mom watches basketball, or any of their uncles watch basketball, they can see that excellence. That guy is performing to perfection in every game. They give it their all. When they go in a match, they're always giving it their all. They're seeking that perfection. And a kid sees that, it's like, wow, I want to do that. Kid may be living upstate and see a skateboarder, like, or a professional surfer do something, I want to do that. And they start doing it. And they finally have talent, so they seek it and they seek it. The hardest thing for kids to do is just explore all those range of things.
Yeah.
So if you give them a plethora of all these different things to experience, something's going to latch on somewhere.
And you're kind of doing that with Utica Royalties, I was going to say.
Yeah, I was just going to say that. You talk about giving them a platform and everything, and that's what we do at Utica Royalties.
Yeah.
And when they come in and I sit with them, I'm like, what do you like to do for fun? We start with the fun stuff,
Yeah.
Oh, well, what's your talent? Most of the time they would be like, I have no talent. And then later on, they're like, wait, I'm really good at this. I'm really good at dancing or drumming. Today, I had one of the youth. I was like, have you ever made a flyer? She's like, no, not really. And, she's doing the flyer. I was talking to her. It was one of the best flyers I've ever seen. Wow. And I was like, wow, you got a niche for this. She was like, really? I was like, yeah. You say you have no talent? Look at this flyer. It's amazing. Yeah. So talking to them and finding out their interest in what they like to do. And everyone is gifted with talent. Right. Every single one of us is gifted with talent. It's just to bring that out.
Yeah.
And at Utica Royalty, we help our youth bring that out.
How do you James, how did you get your kids to like think bigger than their circumstances at the moment?
I took them like into the forest backpacking a lot, even though we're on Long Island. So they were suburban raised, but I was raised up here.
Yeah.
So I made sure they went into the forest a lot. They knew how to start fires and use a magnesium stick and how to carry water and carry their own gear.
Yep.
And a couple times it was really tough. But I'll tell you, when I took my son out there, who was, like told you, a very tough youth, his independence at 12 showed through. Because he went and took that axe and built himself his own lean-to.
Wow.
And demanded he slept in it and did. I was like, here my wife and my daughter in this nice little cozy little, shack. I was out in the tent outside keeping an eye on things because some people joined. My son was out in that tree thing he built and he slept in it all night long.
Did that change him, that experience?
Yes.
Did it start to grow?
Yeah.
Did it start to grow?
They don't realize it till later in life. I taught my kids archery. I used to take an archery range and got them in when they're really young.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of backpacking and hiking. My wife liked to hike, so we always did like nature plants and teaching them everything about rocks, geology, wherever we could.
Yeah.
And then they just, at 13, they go on their own.
Yeah.
They disappear from you, and you just hope you did well enough up to that point, because after that, they don't really want much to do with you.
Right.
Except for being a taxi.
Yeah.
And then it's tough because, where I was in Long Beach, that's a large school. You could walk down, you can walk down that hallway and just hold out your hand and within 100 feet have any named drug from A to Z and just like
they
that.
Were like,
just giving it to you.
Right.
It was happening all the time in that school.
So how did you
My kids are telling me, they're like, I can't walk from one class to another without being offered 3 things.
What did you tell them?
They had to make their own choices.
Yeah.
My son did everything from A to Z.
Yeah.
My daughter just was clean, total opposite.
Yeah.
It was like God had to balance me out.
Yeah.
So, after giving me that. He gave me one was just an angel that gave me no trouble. She never even got grounded. But, you know, that just I just saw how tough it was for kids.
Yeah.
And if you give them a lot of experience and things to grow, look, I didn't know I could sculpt till I was 30 years old.
Wow.
And then once I did it, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like really good. And within 2 years, I did the Buffalo Allentown Art Fest, which had judges. You can't get in that.
Yeah.
I did that, and I never sculpted again except for fun.
Wow.
Because it was like my bucket list.
Yeah.
It was like I wanted to be good at it. I made like 100 sculptures in like 2 years. Just boom, boom, boom. Never stopped.
Right,
I was just
right.
sculpting.
Yeah.
It was like a newfound thing. I was like, oh my gosh. Wow, now I realize what these artists do. It just comes to them.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it, and it's like, wow. But kids won't realize. They'll paint something like, I'm not good at it.
Right.
But put them with a 3D and put them on a log or something that requires a different kind of painting, and they might be able to paint.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my gosh, because I can paint 3D, but I can't paint canvas.
Right.
I can sculpt, but I can't paint.
Yeah.
I can make music. You know, everybody has something they can do.
Yeah.
That's all. Same thing that from Utica Royalties and what they express.
Yeah,
it's like,
right.
You just
right.
got to find it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
What have you found that you can do? But you know, you've been doing this now for like over 5 years now. You're so successful.
Yes.
And like you've touched upon so many different art forms with the kids, but also like business, PR. What have you learned about yourself in all this time? You can do pretty much whatever they put in front of you, I would say.
That's a really great question, Ron. I have learned so much, self-taught mostly.
Yeah.
But I've learned the power of not working in silos, always reaching out. That's number one.
Yeah.
You're not in this alone. You know, you have other people. Reach out. Always learn. Always be willing to learn. You know.
That's a great attitude.
But and always be positive and be grateful.
Yeah,
you know,
I love that. Yeah, that's what I believe
if you don't get a grant that you really want and you're bummed about it,
right?
There is other doors that will open.
Exactly.
You know, it's not just one door. There's like multiple doors. Just like this place, it has probably like 3 or 4 doors.
Exactly. Things happen for a reason too.
Yes,
you know, I find,
and everything happens for a reason. But I'm just learning every single day, whether it's PR, whether it's grant writing, whether it's program development, whether it's physically actually teaching classes, dancing, performing.
Right, you're a teacher.
You know,
do that too.
Everything, and just always stay grateful.
Yeah, I like that. That's one of my philosophy too. James,
right on that note, I'm just going to say
what's
that
your philosophy of life?
Because God creates humor, He's the greatest humorist in the world. It's just the most humorous thing that He has set me side by side here with this lovely lady from Utica Royalties, because I've been trying to track her down.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And I just said I'm not going to do nothing this year, and I haven't reached out at all.
Yeah.
And then and this is what happened.
It worked out.
Like I said, fate just placed them. Look.
I love
right
this,
next to
and all
each
these
other.
actors, you know? You know, it's amazing. Like, I think if you go out there, like if you're open to things, good things happen like this. Like things that happen like magic because you're open to it. And like you meet this person, you talk to people, so you meet great people, you know?
It is magic.
Yeah, it really is.
Magic.
You know, it's incredible. It's like, so now tell me about roots and rhythm, because I'm going to come to do a story on that too. You're so busy in August.
I am so excited. I know.
This is a new thing, right?
This is yes, yes. It is a new thing. It's about sharing our culture and community.
Love that. Yeah.
And Utica Royalty, we are so excited to have this event. It's just gonna, you have a culture, you have anything you want to share.
Yeah.
Something that people don't know about where you're from, or the type of food you eat, or
it's
what
all
you
the
wear.
Roots there.
It's all the roots, and we're all royalty, by the way.
Right.
Everyone is royalty, so that's why the name was Royal Roots.
I love that philosophy. Oh, so it's roots and royalty.
Royal Roots.
Royal Roots is what's called.
It's right there.
I'm so bad.
I brought it. I brought a flyer.
Well, see, that's the next thing. So I know talent show.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Royal Roots and Rhythms. Okay, this is going to be hard for me.
Yeah.
Royal Roots and Rhythms Festival. Okay.
Yes.
A celebration of culture and community. It's at Hannah Park. Yeah.
Yeah. So just what it says.
Yeah, I'm just going to keep this when I'm doing my story here, right?
Just what it says. And we're very excited. And we're also taking vendors as well. community business
Cool.
or just individual. Vendor fee is $50.
Yeah.
That will go into supporting our programs that we have for the community.
Thank goodness for these vendors, because by them coming to these it helps support so much stuff, you know. And then they get business too, because people come and see their T-shirts and stuff, you know, cups and all that.
So whether it's T-shirt, whether you're cooking, whether you're selling lemonade, let's all come and make lemonade together.
That's the right attitude.
Yes.
So one more time, tell me about the talent show. Where do I got to be Sunday? When should people come to see it?
So for us, we have to be there like 3 o'clock just to kind of set up, have the script ready and everything.
But for the public, like when
for the public, will
3 o'clock,
like 4:50, they can start coming in.
Yeah.
And then we can start the talent show right
and they'll
away.
see even great entertainment, you know, as well as the competition, and see all these local people do great stuff.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be there for that. We'll have a starting in the Roots. And you're coming back next week too, I think.
I am
right?
coming back next week, and I also have another flyer there.
Okay.
We're having a workshop.
Oh, the life skills flyer.
The life skill flyer. That's our summer camp. That's a new program we started this summer. Life and trade skill. He was talking about life skills, which I love, by the way, because we do know that youth need life skills.
Absolutely,
and you have to start when they're young.
Adults need life skills too, I think.
Yes. So
constant process improvement.
Yes. So at Utica Royalty, we serve K to 12, so 5 to 18, because we also believe in early intervention.
That's
to
really
get them
great.
those life skills. Yeah. But we do have a workshop with MVHS. It's called Stop the Bleed, and also CPS certification. It's this Thursday, 1 to 3.
1 to 3.
Yes.
In UticaRoyalties.org.
Utica Royalties,
is a good
730
place to go.
Broadway, right across the street from City Hall. So the parish building.
And of course, you're on Facebook too.
Yes.
James, you're on Facebook too, right? And Instagram with Robojango. I'll have links to that. We like following Robojango. He always goes to all the events. He's more famous than I am now. You know, he's at everything doing started.
Will you come to our
talent show? Oh my gosh! Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a yes. That's a thumbs up.
There you go, somebody.
That's how you get them.
That's gonna be so much fun on Sunday. Thank you, James Nason, Howard Peters, Robojango's down in the trucks. It's raining out, you know. My thanks to James for updating us on everything he's doing there, these philosophies, and sharing your perspectives. We also want to wish all the Sunday performers the very best. I'm looking forward to seeing the talent they bring to the stage and serving as one of the judges. This whole episode of Hot Seat Media Monday will be online Wednesday night at uticaphoenix.net/Media Monday. Our engineer is Jonathan Brooks. He's DJ Jay Easy, and he's up next with the Easy Ride Home. You can also hear him on Saturdays from noon to 2 on the Saturday Sizzle. Jim Hale records the show for YouTube and podcasts, and he's our photojournalist and AI content producer. Nabil Khan is our entertainment correspondent, and Lily Christopher is our journalist and producer. I'm Ron Klopfanstein, and I'll be back next week with another Hot Seat Media Monday.
Thank you.
Great. This is Ron Klopfanstein. Meet me in the Hot Seat every Monday at 5 p.m. for Hot Seat Media Mondays on 95.5 FM, The Heat.